July 24th. The video Nightmare Simulation is uploaded to a YouTube channel called Hiding in My Home. Only lasting 30 seconds, it featured a mysterious black cloud floating in the middle of a street. The opening text and description tell us that it was a simulation of a nightmare this person once had, but they refuse to elaborate further. Investigating the channel, the About section explains the main goal of the account is to create mini-films that they hope the audience watching can connect on some deeper level, human to human. With that description in mind, it seemed as though there wouldn't be a story to follow on this channel. It's more of an artist trying to experiment with the tools at their disposal. But as more content appeared, the more questions started to arise. The following video features our protagonist looking carefully around corners and running from one side to the other. Seems as though he's paranoid about someone potentially watching him. In the description, he's referring to the blue barrel seen within the video, hence the title, Blue Barrel. He doesn't know why it's there or what's inside, but he's fascinated by it.
Something I've been trying to figure out for a while now is why that's there. Luckily, it's close, so I can visit every so often. I just need to make sure I don't get strange looks from people nearby.
A Twitter account appears not too long after, where our mystery man continues his obsession with the blue barrel, and how he wishes to open it and find out what exactly is inside. The colours blue and red appear to be a recurring theme too, as we see during the third upload a shot of a door with two droplets flashing on screen, one of them blue and the other red.
It's hard sometimes. I get blue, then I get red.
The plot thickens with another upload titled Don't Talk Too Loudly, featuring the man whispering as he paces back and forth, claiming there are people out to get him.
They want to chase me, they want to follow me. So it's different kinds of people.
It appears this man is fearful that a group of people are out there to get him, and it's quite possible that they're not even real people.
I can't talk too loud. Nobody else is around, of course. But someone might come if I'm too loud. They'll come from far away to get me. Now this next part is a secret, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But I'm not actually sure if they really are people.
If he's too loud, they'll hear him. The idea that a group of people are out there watching him and following him amplifies in the next few uploads, as he begins to hear footsteps that aren't his, seeing strange things in the distance, hearing conversations in his own home. Days go by with our mystery man feeling like nowhere is safe, but more pieces of the puzzle start to fall into place after the upload, It Wasn't My Fault.
First unheard message.
Hi there, it's Dr. I'm just checking in since you didn't come in for your appointment today. I know a few weeks ago you had to take a trip to the vet, so if it's a related reason this time, I hope everything's okay. If you'd like to reschedule, I could have you on Thursday at 3:30 as I've had a cancellation. Let me know if that works for you. If you can't make it, then I expect I'll see you back next week at the regular time. Again, hope all is good. Bye now.
Saved.
Hello? Dr. I'm trying you again. I want to make sure you're doing all right. I know our relationship is professional, but when a patient misses 2 appointments in a row and doesn't contact me at all, it does weigh on me a bit. Listen, I don't know if you're thinking of not coming in at all anymore, but if so, that's really something we ought to discuss first. You know this, but I've been genuinely happy with you the last couple of months, and I think you've greatly improved your own outlook. Becoming as adept as you have at recognizing troubling thought patterns is no small feat. It's not worth it to risk backsliding, so please, give me a call back when you can. Hope to hear from you.
End.
It seems as though our mystery man has been missing a few appointments. Whatever his condition is, it must be serious if the doctor is personally trying to reach out and persuade him to come back. The video Unsimulated Nightmare is published on the 7th of September of this year. At the start of the video, we see something passing the window before the door opens and our man begins to panic. One of them found him. He continues to run around while covered in blood. Something horrible has just happened. He sits in the garden, hunched over, contemplating on what to do next. Our 13th video takes place at night. We see our mystery man currently trying his best to break into the blue barrel, but immediately after, we see him looking to the side and seeing two flashing lights approaching him. One red, one blue.
I get blue, then I get red.
When a patient misses 2 appointments in a row,
But someone might come if I'm too loud.
Hearing conversations in his own home. If you've been keeping up with the videos uploaded to Hiding in My Home, I implore you to watch this. Signed by Anthony.
If you've been following this channel for the past 2 months, I urge you to watch this. It is important that you know exactly what you've been watching in that time. The truth about the videos many of you have been enjoying. My name is Anthony, and I will relay this information in the way that I experienced it myself. On September 6, 2020, my 7-year-old brother, Jordan, disappeared. He had gone to play outside, just in our backyard, and he, never came back in. That afternoon, our parents and I searched for him out there and couldn't find him. After half an hour of searching, we called the police. They helped us search our property even more thoroughly, and then the whole neighborhood. It's been almost 2 weeks, and the police haven't been able to find Jordan. But what they did find was in the shed attached to our small standalone garage. It was film equipment. Not much, no actual camera, but a tripod and 2 small but professional cinema lights. There were no fingerprints on them. I had a suspicion. It was unlikely, but I had to see. Just in case, I scoured the internet. There probably wasn't anything to find, and even if there was, I didn't really know what I was looking for anyway. For when I finally stumbled across it, it was so obvious that it didn't even matter. This little YouTube channel has documented someone staying on mine and my family's property for 2 months, undetected, and eventually murdering my 7-year-old brother and fleeing the police. This is the street I live on. That's my house on the right. This is the larger of our 2 garages. This is the rain barrel that stood behind our garages for as long as I can remember. This is the man inside our basement, our living room, and my parents' bedroom. And after what he did to my brother, here he is fleeing as the police arrived that night. Look closely at the lights. He slipped right by them, just as they got to my house. It seems like he tried very, very hard to make you think that this was his house, but it wasn't. He was trespassing the entire time. Notice that he typically showed himself inside the garage or the basement, where we go relatively infrequently. He could slip inside there, unheard. If he was ever anywhere else, it was clearly late at night when we were all sleeping. The one time he entered the house during the day, it was a huge windstorm. I remember this. It was just a month ago, and we all took a trip to Lowe's to buy a generator. His power had gone out. He had the house to himself, except for our cat. In the videos, he was sloppy. He covered his face, but he didn't match the rest of his head. That was enough to go on, to make an educated guess. I looked through the online records of people at large or missing in my home state. That is Hollis Coogan, a 23-year-old citizen of a town about 20 minutes away from mine. Just look at him. It's the same person, no doubt. No doubt in my mind at all. His parents filed a missing persons report for him a little over 2 months ago. There's very little verifiable information about him online. I saw the name Hollis Coogan on an old high school tennis roster from his town of residence. It's a pretty uncommon name, so I assume it's him. But otherwise, no information and no online presence. No Facebook, nothing. Aside from this YouTube channel and its corresponding Twitter account, of course. Now, the videos comprehensively tell some kind of story about how Hollis Coogan was being watched and followed by something. People, supernatural entities, I don't know. I live in a superlatively quiet neighborhood. There are no people nor any entities living around here who would be looking for a 23-year-old kid or want any harm to befall him. I think Hollis Coogan knew he was going to do something bad, or maybe he had already done something bad and wanted to drum up a little sympathy for himself as long as he could. I hope you all didn't get too attached to him. Or if you did, don't mind having me now. And helping me make sure that he does not walk free for very long.
We now seem to be witnessing a game of cat and mouse. Hollis is on the run, and Anthony is determined to find him and bring him to justice after the murder of his 7-year-old brother. And that is all we have so far for Hiding in My Home. It's a fairly new web series, so not too much is out right now, but from what we've seen, it's pretty good. And I know this video isn't the same as my usual videos where I dive in a lot deeper to these series, but I only just recently came across this myself, and I wanted to share it to a bigger audience for anyone who's interested. So if you are, then feel free to go and subscribe to the channel and follow the Twitter account. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.